First off, Tyson, welcome to Melbourne United. Can you talk me through your excitement to be heading down under and joining this team?
I'm definitely excited to get there, get to work. First time playing overseas, so hoping it could be a good one in a great city.
Can you talk to us a bit about how this deal came to be? What were the conversations like with Dean and the rest of the coaching staff, and what's made United such an attractive destination to you?
Just I guess the history of it, how they've played pretty well every year, always have a chance of winning. And the conversations went really well, just talking to the whole staff. Seems like a really tight group. So just something that you want to be a part of, and I'm ready to be a part of it.
This will be your first overseas opportunity, like you mentioned before. How important was it to you to pick somewhere where you could feel comfortable on the court and off the court?
That's definitely important. You don't want to be somewhere for your first time where you feel lost or it's not enjoyable. So I definitely think this is a great first stop. You can enjoy the city, enjoy everything about it. The basketball looks amazing. So just great first place to be.
For those unfamiliar with your game, what can the NBL expect when you touch down in Australia?
They can expect competitor, someone who's always going to play as hard as he can, try to win. A little bit of flashy stuff, not too much. And just a lot of energy.
It seems as though you like to play with a lot of pace, but also, love getting up and in on defense, which is really similar to one of your new teammates, Shaili, who's just won the last two Defensive Player of the Year awards. What's it like to know that you're coming into a team with, a player like that and that plays a style of play that you really enjoy?
When everyone around you is playing defense as hard as they can, it only makes you want to play as hard as you can defensively. So, it's going to bring the best out of me defensively. And then just style of play, you know, hopefully I can fit right in, uh, with no hiccups.
Going back, your basketball journey, it started in New York. The city has a pretty long history of producing elite guards. Can you tell us a bit about what it means to be a New York City point guard?
It means a lot, definitely walk with a chip on your shoulder because of it. We kind of get overlooked for some reason, but we always show up when it's time.
You spent 5 seasons in the NCAA, putting up some big numbers, playing in some high pressure environments. How do you think that helped shape you into the player you are today, into the pro you are today?
It definitely helped me, especially being at Michigan State. Bright lights every time, eyes on you everywhere you go. It definitely prepared you to be a professional. You got to go about your days, you got to go about your work, very professionally. So just doing that, a whole bunch of experience, big time moments, definitely helped just my growth physically and mentally.
Looking at some of your other new teammates, one player you'll be sharing the court with is Chris Golding, who's led all players in the league in threes for the past 4 seasons. How exciting is it for you as a facilitator to know that you've got an elite shooter like that to pair with?
It's good, someone you can pass the ball to, and 9 times out of 10 is going to go in. So that's always a great feeling. Definitely a confidence booster and everything. So that's a great thing.
And you're coming into a team that's, competed for the last two championship series, even though they've come up just short. What would it mean for you to come in and help this team, help deliver this team a title?
I mean a lot, just everything I do, I want to have an impact on something. So just impact winning, and if I can do it, that'd be amazing.
And just finally, do you have a message to the United fans out there who already can't wait to see you in blue for next season?
I'm excited to get out there and get to work and show everybody what I can do.